Good morning to everyone. Myself N. Kalpana. I'm from Sri GK Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. For more educational video, please subscribe our YouTube channel.
Today for the 10th standard I am going to explain the lesson is plant and animal hormones and the topic is cytokinins. In the previous video we discussed about the definitions of an hormones, types of an hormones. The hormones have been classified into 5 major types. What are they? The first one is the auxins, second one is the cytokinins, third one is the gibberellin, and fourth one is the ABA, and fifth one is the ethylene. Okay. So in the last video we discussed about the auxin, what are the physiological characters and what is the definitions about the auxin and all. Today we are going to discuss about the cytokinins. So when you have see the meaning of cytokinins, cyto which means cell, and kinins it means the division. So from the name itself you can be understand that so cytokinins is a kind of an hormone which is able the cell division. Okay, let's see the point about the cytokinins. First one again, so from the meaning we discussed that same point, it promote the cell division. So we already saw that among the 5 hormones, the first 3 hormones will be the promotion, or it promote the cell division, and the other 2 hormones will be inhibit the cell division. So it is under the kind of promoting the cell division. So the first point it is about it promote the cell division. So when you consider it as the 3 hormones, auxins, cytokinins as well as the gibberellin, the first point you have to indicate it promote the cell division. Okay. Let's see the second point, isolated from the herring fish sperm. Actually it is a plant hormones only, isolated where it can be separated, where it can be extracted. Actually it is a plant hormone but it has been extracted from the herring fish sperm of this kind of fish only we can extract that, we can get the cytokinins hormone, and those hormone which will be promote the cell division in the plants. Okay, and next one about the third one, it is present in zeatin. So zeatin it is a kind of an hormone which is being present in it is in the form of cytokinins present in the zeamase. So zeamase it is a kind of a maize corn plant. Okay, so it has been actually it is most of the cytokinin will be present in the zeamase. That hormone will be particularly it has been present. The cytokinin which is present in the zeamase, that will be called it as a zeatin. And next one, abundantly found in liquid sperm of liquid endosperm of coconut. So we already know about the tender coconut, it should be very tender in nature. The coconut, inside the coconuts are very tender in nature, and it has been filled with the liquids only. We know about that thing. So in that coconut, the tender part of the coconut, when you compare with the normal coconut and the tender coconut, the fleshy part of the tender coconut, it is being more tender in nature. So what is the reason behind it? Because the cytokinins will be present at that liquid part of endosperm. Okay, so these are all the points which is related to the cytokinins. First it promote the cell division, where it will be get it from the sperm of fish, and mostly it has been present in the zeamase, and next one it has been also present in the liquid endosperms of coconut. And next one we discuss about the physiological effect. What are all the activities which is being given to the plants? That are all the physiological effect. We already know about that, to promote the cell division. That is the first point. It induces the cell division. When these kind of cytokinin hormone present in the plant, it induces the cell division. We already know that the cell divisions only it take part in that, isn't it? So after the cell divisions only new organs have been formed, it will be increase the yield also. So that is why it induces the cell division. Second one, it is about the promote the cell elongation. So we already know the term. What is the difference of cell division as well as the cell elongation? Cell division means from the, so it is a mother cell. It has been divided into 2 cell means, 2 daughter cell means, it is called as a cell division. And cell elongation, after the cell division take part, the size of a cell has been increased. So this is the difference of cell division and cell elongation. Cell division means there is a division will be there. If increases in the size of the cell means it is about the cell elongation. And next one it is about the organogenesis. So in the organogenesis it is a process. So in this process which two kinds of hormones have been involved in the process. Two different kinds of hormones. One is the auxin. We already discussed about the auxin, and second one is the cytokinins. So combination of auxin and the cytokinins will form a new organs. That process will be called it as a organogenesis. So organogenesis is a process which will be involving the auxin as well as the cytokinins hormones. And next point is about the callus. So callus is a again both the auxin and as well as the cytokinins which is being involved for the formation of callus. Callus is a newborn like buds, flowers, the leaves are newly bonded. It is being based on the cell division only. So that is for the formation of callus which is also being held by the again the two different hormones. One is auxin, other one is a cytokinins. And next one is a promote lateral bud. So what is the meaning of lateral bud? So if you consider the plant, auxin we already know, we already learned about the auxin. It is being present at the tip of the plant. So it is being grown only at the elongated form only. But the cytokinins, it is being present laterally. So the auxin which is being helpful to promote the growth in a elongation, long sides only, in a vertical sides only. But in the lateral sides it has been helpful for the cytokinins which is being involved to help promote the lateral growth of a plant. Then only we will be able to form a full coverage of the plant. Only if it is being present in the elongation means we cannot able to form a, it is not considered as a plant. Okay, it is not considered as a tree. So when you consider it as a tree, both the things have been present in a elongation way as well as laterally is also being present. So both the auxin and the cytokinins will be helpful for the presence of laterally as well as the elongation as well as laterally. And next one is the last one. It is about the Richmond-Lang effect. It is a very important effect in the 2 marks question. So it will delay the aging in the plants. If you consider it as a plant, the lifespan of a plant is, for example, it should be 1 month means if the cytokinins were being present means it has been extended to about 2 or 3 months. So that is the major important process of the cytokinins. The cytokinin which delay the aging of the plant. So about the cytokinins we have discussed where it has been extracted and where it has been present. Then physiological activities. The major physiological activities is cell division and cell elongation, organogenesis, callus, promote the lateral bud, and finally it is about the Richmond-Lang effect. And the next hormone is gibberellin. Okay, so most abundantly found in plant. So this is the most important as well as abundant hormone found in the plant. So abundant means enormous amount. Okay, so these hormone will be present abundantly in plant. And second one, it was discovered by the scientist Kurosawa in 1926. What is the name of a scientist which was discovered by the gibberellin? It was a Kurosawa. So he has been observed the Bacana disease. That means in a rice plant, he has been saw that rice plant it has been in a longer, it has been grown in a longer way. It should be reached very much height. But what is the difficult in that? After a wind will be there, no. So it has been able to, it does not giving a good production. That means it does not have the ability to form giving the good yield. Okay. So that is called as a Bacana disease which is being found in the rice plant. He has been otherwise called it as a foolish seedling plant. It has been growth. The growth will be very long. There is enormous amount of growth, but the yield is not being given in a proper way. That is why that disease is called Bacana disease or foolish seedling disease. Next one, internodal elongation of gibberella. So internodal elongations means if you see the sugar cane and all, you have to see the kind of line segment that is called as a node. So in between the two different nodes, here one node and here one node is there. The space between the two different nodes, that is called as an internode. Okay, so there is an internodal elongation will be done because of the Gibberella fujikurea. It is a kind of fungus. So based on this fungus only, these elongation will be there. That is why the plant will be grown. It reaches the maximum height. Okay. After what he has been done, the scientist Kurosawa, he has been found that fungi and he has been extracted some kind of chemical from that fungi that is called as a gibberellic acid. So who has been discovered the gibberellic acid? It was a Kurosawa. From which plant? It is a rice plant. It is an important one in the exam concept. Okay, and next one, it is about the physiological activities. We already saw this point. So it promote the elongation of internode. So these gibberellin will be promote the elongation. And next one, it is about the bolting. Okay, so the major parts, which is a very important one, if you learn about the auxin, which will be held, it has been present at the tip of the root and shoot, okay, which has been helpful to promote the growth. And about the cytokinins, which has been present laterally, the lateral growth of a plant, which has been based on the cytokinins. And third one, it is about the gibberellin. The gibberellin, it is about the bolting. What is the concept of bolting? When you taken a small plant, it is not having the ability to grow. That means it has been inherited by the growth. Okay, it should be very short plant. It does not giving a yield, as well as it does not reach the height also. It is a very short plant. After, if you have sprayed the gibberellin over that short plant, it started to grow in a elongation form, as well as it yielding the flowering also. That process is called as a bolting. See, gibberellin, you have to spray the gibberellin in the rosette plant. Rosette plant means it does not having that much of sufficient of growing capacity. That means it is a very short plant. That is called rosette plant. So after gibberellin has been involved in the rosette plant, it has been entered into the rosette plant, it started the shoot elongation. Shoot elongation means from the time it will started to increasing the height, then it started to giving the flowering also. Not only increasing the height, it's also started to giving the flowering plants. So that process is called bolting. And next one, promote the male flower. Example, cucurbits. It is a plant which will contain both the male flower as well as the female flowers also. But if you have spray, if the gibberellin has been involved in this cucurbits, it is being promote only the male parts of male flowers. Okay, but it contains both male flower as well as the female flower, but the gibberellin has been promote only the male flowers. And next one, break the dormancy of potato. So dormancy means it is a kind of sleeping period. If you have taken the potato from the soil, it does not having that growth. Okay, that is called as a resting period or sleeping period. But if you have sprayed the gibberellin over that potato, it can be used as a seed. It has been having the capacity to start the growth. Have you all understand about the dormancy of potato? So before that, if you taken the potato from the ground, we cannot able to act as use as a seed. It is not having the thing to grow. It is not having the capacity to grow. But after spraying the gibberellin, it has been act as a seed to form the growth of a plant. Next one, parthenocarpic fruit. Parthenocarpic fruit means seedless fruits. We already know that seed is a very important one. But with the help of gibberellin, we can be having the parthenocarpic fruits. How can you get the parthenocarpic fruits? Seed is a very important one, but the fertilization is not been done. If the fertilization is not been done, automatically the seed is not been involved. So that kind of fruits is called as a parthenocarpic fruit. The gibberellin will be helpful to form a parthenocarpic fruit. Nowadays we are using seedless grapes, seedless dates and all, because of these hormones. And finally, it is more efficient than auxin. Compared with the auxin, it has been more efficient. So in today's session, we have discussed about the cytokinins as well as the gibberellin. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.